well. I want to say something that touch on a point that Coach said earlier about these 6 great people up here, student athletes. It is a really rare and wonderful thing what you all have achieved. You're in the 1%ers big time. It takes an incredible commitment and endless work to get to where a university of these types are committed to you as much as you're going to commit to them. So if we could have another round of applause. My background, I'm Greg Hubbard's kicking and punting coach, and I was a professional kicker and punter for 8 years, and I've coached for the past 21. I never thought I'd say I'm glad I'm no longer a pro kicker, because with competition like him coming up, I'll be out of a job pretty soon. I started realizing that junior year when the longest field goals and kickoffs and punts of mine, he was already beating them. Okay, there's something to this guy. So it's been an absolute honor. Try to keep an emotional guy as well. That speech before was great, and the one before that. It's a neat thing when you can come into an athlete's life and give them everything that you have. And that's why I coach. I honor that little kid in me that still wants to be a pro this, pro that, pro everything. And when you can come in from experience and try to help them navigate the pathways of recruiting and school and everything that goes on, it's just such a tremendous honor. For me, with Greg, it's definitely special. I'll go into a couple reasons why, but I've coached Greg the past several years. Right away with Greg, as most, whoever knows Greg is probably not surprised to hear this. Whenever you ask Greg how he's doing, it's not good, it's great. When Greg asks you how you're doing, if you're not good, by the time you're done having that conversation with him, you're great. He's got one of the most enthusiastic, positive attitudes of anyone I've ever met in my entire life. I feel by coaching and knowing Greg that he's made me a better person. He's one of those kind of people that are just, you're really thrilled when they come along and enter your life. So, I started finding out about his academics, which are just through the roof, and his previous sports experience, and started seeing the talent on the field. And it was really really easy to identify that this young man had something really special about him, really special. And so it's fun at that point to really jump on and help that momentum train just keep going and getting bigger and more powerful. So in the classroom and out, it's just been really a fun journey so far, and it's really just beginning. I think when you have someone with Greg's character and integrity, he's worked hard on his own. He's done all this on his own, but in a way, you got to look at where a lot of that has come from. And I've had the pleasure of getting to know his parents, Ron and Aida, and the family, and they're just some of the most down-to-earth, awesome, positive people that I've ever met as well. And I don't think I'd be here or Greg would be there without them. So if we could have a round of applause for the Hubbard team. And then second, I want to recognize, I've been in Boulder a long time, and I think another huge factor to helping someone as determined and talented as Greg is the school. Centaurus has always been very impressive to me. The athletic department, the academics. Coach Carlson has come in. He's the head coach, Aaron Carlson, and done a fantastic job. And I was lucky enough to meet with him prior to him starting here, just kind of introduce who I am and some of the services and things that I could potentially do to help out the program. And I've been so impressed with Coach Carlson, and I think, again as well, Greg wouldn't be sitting here without such a terrific head coach and a good program. So please, big round of applause for head coach Aaron Carlson. And then I'll wrap it up as saying, in 21 and a half years, I've had 12 athletes I've coached from high school that have gone into the NFL. one of those you all know as Will Lutz, our current Broncos kicker. Don't want to get ahead of the next 4 or 5 years, but I would be remiss if I didn't say we're going to definitely have a lot of fun watching him on ESPN. There's zero doubt there, but I would not be the least surprised if we're watching him on Sunday and Monday nights. And I think that dangling carrot out there is important. And I think the world of Greg. I'm about to get choked up as well. So with that, I just want to say, Greg, I'm so proud of you. Most importantly, I'm happy and thrilled for you. I'm so glad we are done with recruiting. You've all been through it here, and boy, isn't that fun. So it's a reason to celebrate when you've got that commitment and it's over. And now it's time to next chapter, onward and upward. So Greg, congratulations so much.